Been trying to reach you.
What's up, Toby?
The huge.
What grievances do you want to air this week?
Oh, there's too many for the hour that we have. I guess I can start with no Jimothy.
Oh yeah, we're absent a Jimothy. Why is that?
I don't know if that's a grievance or if it's actually if I'm happy about it. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we have a replacement Jimothy. But it's
Do we,
not
though?
Jimothy. It's not Jimothy. Here he is. It's not
Why?
Jimothy.
It's not Timothy.
It's not even human, is it? What is that?
It's Russ. It's Russ and his.
Is that Russ? Oh, hey,
his,
Russ.
His official rooster haircut.
Yeah, what happened there, buddy? Are you okay? You scared?
Yeah, I'm scared tonight.
You just look constantly frightened.
It's like,
It's a good look for anybody not watching and just listening. It's hard to describe exactly what I'm looking at, but it speaks. So
Thank you.
I like it. Thanks
Yeah.
for being
Yeah.
here, Russ.
Yeah, no, not Timothy.
Not
Yeah,
Jimothy. Yeah,
It's on my
Jim-
birth certificate.
Jim's on sabbatical, I believe.
yes,
Going to the Vatican.
he's that's what that means. Also, I think he's doing some correspondence from a remote location. I bet he's going to come back with some exciting new topics for next week. That's my guess.
That would make sense.
Sure.
That makes sense. This is the part of the podcast where Jim normally tells you, hey, like and subscribe,
Oh, yeah.
follow us on all the social medias and download us and put us on your MP3 player and your Microsoft Zune
Yes, a Zune.
and share
Yep.
us with your friends. We're looking for more guests. We got some guests lined up for the next few weeks, but we're always looking for guests. We are here, 10 o'clock Mountain Time? No one likes Mountain Time. It's midnight on the East Coast, 11 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Pacific.
I
So
think I
but it's
recently
live.
It is live. I recently saw a comedian talk about Mountain Time. Did we talk about that?
No,
how it
but
sounds
just
made
doesn't
up.
Makes sense.
Well, that sounds like something a dad would just say, like if you go camping and they get you up at like 5 a.m. You go, we're on Mountain Time, guys.
We're on Mountain Time.
Doesn't that? And it's true. That is what it sounds like. I think it's
It does.
whatever.
So, like, raised in Tennessee, like TV was always like it came on at 9 o'clock, 8 Central, and it always said 8 Central. Have you always, Toby? Have you always been on like?
I've been always on the Central.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
but
and
then Mountain's
Pacific,
not any of that. Mountain's not any of that.
no, and then now, like, we're just getting. If you're watching terrestrial TV, you're still getting like Pacific feeds, so you're just like, I don't even know what time to watch anymore.
Yeah, no one knows. Time doesn't matter.
The TV industry's going downhill anyway, so I hear.
What,
Yeah.
really? Is that happening?
I mean, people were dropping cable but now they're just bundling and paying more than cable. So I'm not really
Yeah, it's
sure.
still TV, isn't it? Isn't that still TV?
Yeah, it's not terrestrial TV though.
Oh, whatever. Extraterrestrial, terrestrial. I don't care. It's all the same.
ET one to
Shows. It shows.
It shows. All right. So Angry Toby, we have a guest.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to?
We do.
You want to do the
Apparently.
introductions?
Yeah, I can. Well, I can take a stab at it because I got a feeling I know. I'm gonna assume it's a dude. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We go out on a limb.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Okay. And that this is some dude that you've known for 15 to 20 years now, and you go way back, and you blah 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 blah.
Well, you nailed it. Well, I just want to introduce Brett. Hey, Brett.
Oh, he has a name.
Hey,
His name is
He has a
Brett.
name because Toby doesn't know how to introduce anyone.
I don't
Like,
think.
he's
I think you
fail-
need to go back and listen to previous when you would do it and see if yours sound that different. Is what I think you need to do.
You're probably right. I probably should. Brett, what's up, man? How are you? I've known you for Let's take a guess.
What, 2005-ish?
2005-ish. So,
yeah.
19.
15
Yeah.
to 20
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
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 Toby was right
Yeah.
there.
Interesting.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just,
And what's
it's
your
the way
deal,
the
Brett?
dice
Brett,
fell.
what's your
Yeah.
deal?
What is your deal?
Yeah, come on. Tell us about your deal.
I decided to go to art school, and
Yeah,
Rob was
okay.
there. And then I met Rob.
Yeah. So far, a lot of poor decision making going on.
Yeah. No, that's about it.
What
Yeah.
do you do with your life now, Brett?
Yeah.
I am a web developer.
Okay.
Working
So
on
here's the weird thing about
yeah.
Brett. Brett was like, I'm a designer. I'm working as a designer. He got bored one day. He's like, I think I'm going to learn how to do everything there is to know with WordPress. And then like 2 days later, he's like, so I've learned everything about WordPress.
Okay.
Is that pretty accurate?
I wouldn't say everything, but I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, but I feel like it was like a 2-day
2008.
period. You're like, I just want to know how to do this better. And then like 2 days later,
yeah.
you're like, I figured it all out.
Well, okay. So Barry,
He didn't say he didn't do that.
Yeah, I know. I caught that.
yeah. So Barry was building websites for someone in town, and he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. He said, Brett, go do this. He's like, here, she'll pay you money. Go figure out how to build websites. And I did. And then I just kept doing that. And yeah, I'm still doing it now.
So is this?
I
more
mean, I had some. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, like, I did do some design, like, when I first got out of school, but quickly realized I wanted something less subjective in my life.
I get it.
And so designing, is this you just on Squarespace all day designing websites? Is that how that works?
No, writing
Okay.
code. Yeah.
Okay. Is that just clicking at keys and hoping that the right things fall into place, or do you actually know what you're doing?
Most of the time I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Sometimes though, I have
Looks like a lot of gibberish to me.
zero idea. Yeah, it can be for sure.
And
Can be for sure.
So you're just like staring at code all day.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Please
Where are
tell
you
me that
located?
Just a little bit north of Cincinnati,
Okay. All right.
Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah.
Have you been to Ohio, Toby?
I've been to Ohio. I have not been to Cincinnati.
Okay. What
pretty
part
cool.
of Ohio have you been to?
I don't know. I'm going to say Cleveland.
What is there to do in Cleveland?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't remember.
Rock and
I
Roll
thought
Hall
they
of Fame.
closed.
Rockwell Hall of Fame is there. I did not go to that. I did not. No, I did not. I only recently realized that Ohio had 2 NFL teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Blew my mind. Like I never.
Neither
put
of
it
them very
together.
good
Yeah, the Bengals
At the
and
moment.
and
At the moment.
at the moment.
the
Yeah.
Browns. Have the Browns ever been good as the Browns?
That's a fair question.
I don't believe they've ever been to the Super Bowl.
So
Are they one
they
of the
were the
ones?
Browns, and then they left Cleveland and went to Baltimore and became the Ravens, and then they went to the Super Bowl that next year and won it. Correct?
I think so.
And then they got
Yeah.
another franchise, and then the Ravens released their rights to the Browns name.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which is about to happen if Seattle gets a bid for the Supersonics. The Oklahoma City Thunder said that they would release their naming rights because they technically own it. And there is a championship. Seattle did win a championship in the 70s, I believe. So there is that. There's a banner that will be exchanged.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
we
good-
just really wanted
good
to
to
talk
know.
shit about Cleveland. So I've been to Cleveland once or twice. I was there and I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've got a few hours to kill. It was like 10 o'clock. I didn't have anything to do till, noon or 1 or something like that. So I drive over there. It's a stupid Browns game. And the stadium for the Browns is
Oh.
next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So like you can't even park. They use that for parking, I think. And it was just like, it was not happening. So
So you didn't
I
get to
think
go.
I didn't go. I went to Drew Carey's house and beat him up instead.
Okay.
I actually don't. I just know that was part of the show. I don't know if actually Drew Carey is from there.
I assume.
I
he
don't think I
doesn't
actually
live there
watched the
now.
show either.
No.
He's Price is Writing, right? Like that's
Yep.
his thing now.
Mhm.
So he's
Oh,
L.A. Yeah.
Yeah. He's from Ohio, though, I think.
I think he's from Cleveland.
Yeah. Okay.
Him.
Yeah, I
him
wasn't
and
sure where he was from.
How far is-
LeBron's from Akron? So
How far is Cincinnati from Cleveland?
it's like,
Like 4 hours.
it's
Yeah,
like it's a
okay.
good four.
Pretty-
it's like
pretty-
a whole
pretty good
different.
distance. Yeah. Across
Yeah.
the state.
Cincinnati's
Opposite
really,
corners.
really Kentucky, is what
Is it
somebody
really just...
told me once.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that is true. I'm just saying
Yeah.
Don't do
that
that
I was
to him.
told
Don't do
that.
that to Brett.
No.
Hey, Brett
I mean,
and
there's
I-
nothing wrong with Northern Kentucky, but
Sure.
Cincinnati, like everything that there is to do in Cincinnati except the airport is in Ohio. The airport's in Kentucky.
Is it the
Oh,
Cincinnati
okay.
Airport? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's not confusing.
Not at
No,
all.
it's like the New York Giants playing in New Jersey or the New York Jets playing in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Just happens. All right.
Yeah.
We've met our sports quota for the week.
Okay.
For the month.
Cincinnati, what do you got? What do you love about Cincinnati? What do I need to know?
So I like roller coasters, and
You too. Okay.
we live right across the river from Kings Island, which
It's
is,
just like one of the top 3 roller coaster parks in America, right?
I think so. Yeah. Like
Wow.
Kings
Okay.
Island and Cedar Point, which is up near Cleveland.
Yeah.
Which I've never been to Cedar Point, but
It's because it's in Sandusky, Ohio.
yeah, there's
And
no
who
good
the
way to
hell
get there.
exactly. It's like you go to their website and like, do you want to fly here? Well, it's not really convenient for anything
No.
for anyone.
No, you
But
kind of have
I'd
to like
love to
drive
go.
up either side of the state and then over. You can't like drive like straight to it. Like there's no good way. But yeah, so we have like season passes to Kings Island, so we go a lot, and
Okay,
I
that
just
sounds
go
cool.
over like after work. Yeah, so it's good. I like that. We've got a really good Oktoberfest. I just went to this past
All
weekend.
right. Excellent.
It
little
was
little
yeah, so-
early.
No, actually,
No, it's not. Yeah.
No.
September is the time for Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
it always
Yeah.
bugs me. It's the same thing like having, I don't know, let's say the Cincinnati Airport in Kentucky. It makes a lot of sense like that.
I'll give it to you. I'll
Yeah.
give it to you. You have an amazing chili restaurant.
I mean, I guess if you want to,
What?
Oh.
We've eaten
I
at
mean,
Skyline together.
we have. I mean, I'll eat it. I'll eat the conies from Skyline, but it's not something I seek out on a regular basis. I've had it twice since I've lived here.
Yeah,
What?
but you live there now, so it's like always available.
Yeah, there's one 3 minutes from my house.
So like when I come visit to go to Kings Island, you're taking me there first. You do realize that.
Absolutely.
But
Come
you
on down.
probably knew that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Skyline, tell people. I had a student inform me about Skyline Chili,
Yeah.
but
What's
I don't
the
think
hype behind
everybody
it?
knows. Yeah. Yeah. Tell not Jimothy
here-
all about it.
It's
What's
not. I don't know. You wouldn't consider it chili.
Is that the
It's-
spaghetti thing?
Because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
The
not
chili
chili.
mac. You can get the chili mac.
Yeah.
It
It's like
is
really
it's minced,
like thin.
minced meat. Yeah, it's minced
Yeah,
meat.
it's like
It's
really
that sounds good
thin.
so far.
But
cinnamon. There's cinnamon in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was like created by Greek immigrants.
Okay.
They brought it over with them and like kind of built it up around like the Cincinnati area.
Now, is Greece known for chili? I feel like
I
that.
don't think so.
No, right. I
The
feel like
Wouldn't
they
know
were
why-
just
I don't know why
trying.
they
the
call it
first chiliers.
I think they
the
were just
chiliers.
like.
Chili.
I feel like they were just trying to remarket something to like Americans. You know what? Chili. They like
maybe.
chili. Let's call it
Yeah.
chili.
I assume it's like they're just like Wendy's, and like we don't want to throw away our crappy meat, so let's make it in some red
Mhm.
sauce that mask everything.
Yeah,
Or Waffle
No,
House. I
throw
don't want to
cinnamon-
just call
throw
out
some
chili
cinnamon on
or
it.
Wendy's.
yeah. No, I did go to Athens in May. I can't remember when it was. And I was at a restaurant and they did have something similar to like the Skyline chili.
Oh.
Well, like
Really?
on like pasta. Yeah.
Athens, Greece.
like a
You
lot
were
of-
in like
Yes.
Athens,
Not
Georgia.
Georgia.
Athens or Athens,
Okay.
Ohio.
Okay, right. Okay,
Yeah.
so and they
Like-
had something on the menu similar.
Yeah. I can't
To-
remember what it was called.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't look it up. So
Nope. That's
See,
he
he's
knows
a
the
listener.
rules.
He knows.
no.
Brett, I got a question, and it may seem like an odd question, but I was just going to bring it up. But what is your favorite food? Because I have something that I consider Brett's favorite food, and I don't think we've ever discussed this. I just been like,
Okay.
when I think of Brett, I'm like, this dude always is eating gyros, always.
Oh, you just gave the answer
yeah.
away.
Well, because I wanted him to know it, and I wanted to say it.
Well, I wanted to hear what he would say. It was sort of
he
like
can still say it.
Man.
That's how this works.
Euros. Yeah. No, it's definitely one of my favorite foods. I ate a lot of gyros when I was in Athens. Like every chance I got, I was ordering a gyro. But no,
French fries. They throw French fries on them.
Yeah, that is
Inside.
good.
But no, my wife got me into them like shortly after we started dating, because there's the Clarksville, there's a gyro place in the mall.
Sam's Greek Cafe.
Sam's. Yeah,
Sam's.
we went there all the time. The dudes knew us by name. They knew exactly what we were going to order before we walked up. They kind of had it going when we got up to the counter.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being a regular.
No.
Now,
No,
I got a
that's good.
buddy who lived in New York for a while. He might be listening. He claims that
You
in
don't
New
have
York
any
you
friends.
say, well, I know a guy, and he claims they say gyro in New York. That's the only way to say it there. Does anybody have you guys heard this? No.
I don't.
He,
I don't know
he
that I've
swears
ever
by it. He
ordered
says they're all
one.
gyros there. If you say hero, they won't know, or they'll laugh at you, or won't know what you're talking about.
Look, I'm just going to say they just want your money. They're probably going to have you point at a picture if they really care, because where are you ordering it, I guess? Because if you're
I don't
ordering it
know.
from a street vendor, they're not listening to
mean-
you anyway. They got their
Yeah.
iPods,
like
AirPods
that.
in.
That thing
Yeah.
right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just curious if you guys had heard this nasty rumor
No.
about New York.
Don't like perpetuating rumors, especially when they involve meats.
I think you just started that rumor, Toby.
No, I didn't. I just been passing
Could've
it
just-
along.
I know the first time I ever had a gyro or a gyro was in
Sure.
Atlanta when I was like 14 or 15. And it like blew my mind. Like, there are many periods in my life where I remember eating something for the first time and I'm like, how did I go my entire life without knowing this existed?
Yeah.
Now-
well, you were 15. That's not your entire life.
Correct.
I mean, it was then.
It was then. Was then. But then, like, I come back to, Tennessee, and then they have them in the mall eventually. It was not, when I was 14 or 15. It took a while. We still
Are
had
there
corn
drive-through
dog on a
spots?
stick.
I feel like I know where one is, actually. I bet you I know where a drive-through hero place
Around
is.
here?
I feel like I
Yeah,
do on
there's some
Wadsworth.
around
I
here.
think, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say Sam's, but Yanni's.
Do they do drive-through?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's on Colfax. Colfax
Yeah.
and like
Oh, yeah.
almost-
I know it. Yeah.
Yeah. By that sweet Applebee's that we still haven't gone to.
That's right. The one you claim is the good one in the country.
Russ has been there.
It's the fanciest one I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
again,
tastes good.
It's
I get it.
the
Like,
source.
Applebee's
the
is
source. Russ saying it's the fanciest. Like, what does that mean? That means
Well,
nothing to me.
compared to my Applebee's, it's pretty fancy.
Man,
Okay.
the Applebee's in Clarksville, Tennessee, over there on Wilma Rudolph is just hot garbage.
Yeah, they're all hot garbage. Brett, do you have Applebee's out there in Cincinnati, buddy?
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
I've not-
right. Probably. You
not
don't.
one
You don't
out.
need to know. You don't need to.
I mean, let's not trash the Applebee's. Let's go to the Applebee's, Toby. We got to win you over on this Applebee's. We've talked about this for like 2.5 years almost.
How long did it take you to get him to go to Red
I hate
Lobster?
Applebee's.
years, and then now that Red Lobster is
Was it?
gone. It feels like it. We should go back to Red
It
Lobster.
probably
Though.
was it was a long time.
Yeah.
Well, we had to do Outback because you got to give me that Shark Attack drink.
The
thing.
Shark Attack drink with the little.
I know.
Brett
Look,
used
Russ.
to work at Outback. Can I say that?
What?
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But how would
Wait.
that be of
I'm not-
all the things that you could bring up, and I've heard you bring up about past friends or old friends? Working at Outback is the thing you were worried about offending him for?
No, I'm not. I'm
It
not
wasn't
ashamed. of it.
offending. He just,
Oh.
some people are like, you're gonna ask me what the
Brett,
effing
do they-
tiger dill sauce is.
Brett, do you know about
No.
this drink? Then did you have to make it or serve it?
No, I wasn't a bartender. And I don't think we had it when I worked there. I mean, I think I stopped working there in like 2008,
It's like a shark gummy
9.
and like a drip of red and blue.
Mm-mm.
It's like
how does it work?
grenadine. Yeah, I think it's a shark gummy, and then they put a straw inside maybe, and then they fill it with grenadine, and so then when they hand you the drink and you mix it, it looks like blood coming out. I think.
Bloody Shark Attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
Yeah.
right.
sounds fun.
See?
Sounds
Yeah,
fun.
I
Yeah.
want to try it.
Yeah, Brett used to work at Outback and probably saw my parents there like 4 times a week. Is kind of probably what I was imagining.
Oh, that Outback.
Yeah, yeah. Wilma Rudolph.
I work right next door to it.
There you go.
Where? Which one?
I work at the Tilted Kilt.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The alley in between it and the tilted kilt.
There is an alley between it.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you also worked it too.
The
I
alley.
do. I do work the alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
The alley.
I got to make some extra money.
Look at him. If that guy doesn't work in an alley,
I
Jealous?
mean, you're
Yeah,
not
jealous.
wrong.
I know.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not. Brett,
Yes.
if you had the choice between staying bald and not Jimothy's hair, what are you going with?
I'm gonna
I
go.
can tell you which one looks better to me, but you go ahead and choose for yourself.
I'm gonna choose staying bald because I've made
Yeah.
this choice and I'm sticking with
Yeah,
it.
and you look good. You look good. It's a good look on you.
Thanks.
And that hair on you would just brighten children. And-
That's my goal.
yeah, well, it's happening, buddy.
Yeah. Are you scared?
I'm always scared of you.
Brett, was your first date with your wife, or not my first date, but like when you first started dating your wife, did you go bring her to our going away? Like we had a going away thing, like Shelly and I when we moved.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was our first date, but
Yeah, I didn't mean like first
Yeah,
date.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a really awkward first date, but like just
Yeah.
started dating. I think I remember
Yeah,
that. I mean,
think
I
so.
remember that obviously because I was like, Brett's got a new lady, and then like
yep.
he like came down and vacationed, and then like I don't know. This is like while I was in grad school, and then I got it. Hey, I'm getting married. Will you be in my wedding? Sure.
Yeah.
Party, and then we went to Cincinnati
Yeah.
for. I was gonna say for his honeymoon, but that's not the right.
That's not the
Phrasing.
right
That'd been
thing.
awkward. That would have been awkward.
That would have been awkward.
Had
Yeah.
you just
No,
been there.
bachelor party.
Bachelor party. There we go.
Yeah.
We went
But
to
I
a
think-
Cincinnati Reds game.
Yep. But I think if I remember right, you complained that we went to Ohio but spent most of our time in Indiana and Kentucky because
It
going to
sounds
my
like me.
parents' house, the
That's right.
quickest way to get there, but you drove all the way up through Indiana and then you cut over, and then they lived like just inside the Indiana Ohio border. And then we went to Cincinnati, but we went to a riverboat as well, which was in Indiana.
Kentucky.
See?
Oh,
Yep.
they-
What?
Indiana or Kentucky? I can't remember. I think they're Indiana.
I thought it was
Uh,
Covington, Kentucky, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, maybe it was. Yeah. But yeah, we spent a lot of time not in Ohio.
It was me,
During that-
Brett,
While you
and
were
Wesley.
in Ohio.
Yeah,
Wesley,
there.
who was on the show last week. See
Was
how
that
this
just
all
a
ties
week ago?
together?
Wow.
I think so. I don't know.
Lots happened.
I have to.
Yeah.
What is happening in the world? What's going on? What's the news?
I don't know.
P Diddy.
Blocking it out.
Yeah, all this P
I haven't
Diddy
been
stuff.
paying any attention.
I'm on Team 50 Cent. That's all I know.
Okay. There's teams. I didn't even know this.
I'm on
Well,
Team Baby Oil.
Okay. That's a whole other team, buddy. You just brought in. It's amazing.
So there's teams because it seems like there's Diddy and the entire world of hip hop, and then there's 50 Cent and Eminem by themselves. They're the
Oh,
only two that are like unscathed out of everything. It feels like, and I'm making a
Amazing.
broad generalization because I have no actual information other than what I see on scrolling through the internet. Very
Okay.
limited.
So is he in jail?
I believe
Yeah.
he's in jail, and they said no bond.
Mhm.
Damn, he messed up. Even Vince McMahon didn't go to jail.
There you go. New documentary about Vince McMahon out. If people like the wrestling, or people like weird stories, because I think it's probably just a weird story altogether, but a lot of wrestling going on.
Yeah, he used to get beat by his dad as a child.
Well, thanks, Jimothy, for that uplifting moment. Let's all talk about our childhood traumas.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
It's the time.
We
Just
don't
get
have
into it.
enough time on this show to get in here. I'm sure
I don't know that I signed up for that.
Yeah. Sorry, Brett. You don't know where this show is ever going to go. So,
We usually try to con people into committing or admitting crimes, but
admitting crimes.
Right.
Is there any crimes, Brett, you're willing to commit? Actually, if I could get you to commit something that I suggest, that's even better. But something that you could admit to from the past.
I smashed a bunch of mailboxes when I was younger, like 16.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's
I mean, I got in
pretty-
trouble for it. I got caught. But,
Oh. Well, then you're not really admitting, but
well,
did you have
I'm-
baseball bat? Like, is it the
Yeah.
drive-by baseball batting?
random
You got caught?
mailboxes or
Yeah,
intentional?
random mailboxes.
Okay,
Like
there's wherein lies the problem.
out with some friends, and
Yeah.
you know,
You got to premeditate this shit if you want to. No, I'm just kidding. I know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Um,
No, I mean, I got caught, and I had to put up a bunch of mailboxes.
Okay.
Go to community
you
service.
learned your lesson. Oh, did you have to do
I had
community
to mow the
service?
yard at the juvenile court.
Nice. Is this in Ohio?
Yeah.
I participate. I don't think I actually smashed. I participated in one smashing ever, and it was some girl's house. I don't think I smashed, and it was a random smashing, but it just happened to be this girl that we knew. We found out afterwards. But then, so that wasn't. I was in high school then, so that would have been 16. So what would that? 94. So like, fast forward 2004. Shelly moves out of her parents' house and moves into that house just randomly. I'm like, I've been here before. Oh, because of the mailbox. The mailbox, it was a newer mailbox, so
Yeah, well,
maybe
it had to have
maybe it
been.
help.
The old one was.
Well, that was like a 10-year period, so
No,
you
okay.
know.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I ever did mailboxing. Never did toilet papering either. I don't know.
I've done that in adulthood, but I didn't do it when I was young.
Got to make up for it.
Yeah.
What is the thing that they do in Tennessee? Forks. They take plastic forks and put them in the ground. Have you guys heard of this?
No, this is, of course, a Tennessee thing.
Russ,
What?
you heard of it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it happened to me.
Oh, did it?
What?
So-
What is it?
But I know who did it.
Oh, okay.
You know who did it too. And
Well,
they
so
What do you
and,
do? What-
and they
what do
hung
you
up
do?
little boy panties in my front door.
You
Russ-
can't do
Russ-
that now.
What do you? What? Tell me about these forks, these plastic forks. What happens?
Well, I would assume they would just go buy forks, and the way it looked is they stuck them all in the ground in front of my apartment.
So just
And-
little.
Yeah. So
So you, but here's the worst part is, you got to go take them all out.
and
So it's just annoying.
But if you put him in at night
Yeah.
before, so in Tennessee, because of the humidity, if you put him in
Okay.
at night and you don't get him out to
Sure.
the next day, the dew point has kind of dried him in there. And then when you pull him out, it like pulls up chunks of your grass.
That makes sense.
What?
That's
No,
what
that
I was
doesn't make
told. I've
sense.
never
Brett, does this make sense to
participated.
you? You seem logical.
Well, it makes sense
I
to
don't
me because
know.
now I know why it did what it did.
Did it
See,
pull out
Brett-
big chunks and you pulled them out?
Well, I stopped and then I waited and let the person come and clean the mess up. But yes,
There you
I
go.
don't know why I cared. It was an apartment complex.
Yeah.
What?
It's a violation.
Why did you care, Russ? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Forking? What kind of crap do they do in Kansas?
I don't know. They don't just go stick forks in yards. I can tell you that. Because that makes no sense. And it doesn't just pull out big chunks of ground with it when you yank them back out.
I'm sorry, Toby.
He's mad about the grass.
I'm just
Get
mad
off-
at
get
the
off my lawn.
Stupid thing.
That's what he's gonna be like. Shaking.
He already is that way.
Brett, you're
And
wearing
I-
a Black Keys hoodie.
Yes.
They canceled a bunch of events, at least out here,
Are you
in the
bitter,
hopes
Toby?
of rescheduling. No,
Huh.
of rescheduling smaller venues, which seems like a cool idea. Did they do
Mhm.
that to you out there?
I don't know. I haven't tried to see them in a while.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I did hear about that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it sounds like a
I don't
cool
know.
thing. Like they wanted to get back to smaller venues instead of like the
Yeah.
bigger ones.
But how
Which
did
is
they
good.
do
I-
it? Did they try to sell out a 20,000 seat venue and they're like, oh, we
And
sold
then-
1,800
I don't-
tickets? Like,
Nah, I think they were. I don't think.
I don't
so.
think they did. I think their management was trying to get them to do stadium tours,
that makes more sense.
and they're not.
Probably like
they're
Live
not really
Nation
big
or
enough
something.
to do. Yeah, they're not really big enough to do stadium like shows, and they're not as good either. Because I've seen
And-
them at Bridgestone in Nashville, and they're. I mean, it's good, but it's not like it is. Like I saw them at Mercy Lounge once, and that was pretty sweet.
Here's my confession about the Black Keys. I thought it was like a combination group of like Alicia Keys and someone else for a little while. I don't know who
Jack
that
Black?
someone maybe like yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Jack
Maybe
Black,
Jack
Alicia
Black
Keys.
and Alicia Keys or Kodiak Black or
Black Thought.
someone. Black
Black
Robb.
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
And the only reason I knew it was not that is because Brett was a fan. Not because he like tried to put me onto it or something. I think he went and saw them and I was like, okay, that doesn't sound like something that Brett would go see. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
Also from Akron, Black Keys.
Oh,
much
go.
like LeBron James.
There you go.
Where do you
Yep.
stand on? Are you a basketball fan, Brett? Do you care?
Not at
Okay.
all.
That's what I
Nope.
figured.
Sorry.
It's all right. You're a baseball fan, and do you like football too?
Yeah, I watch college football more than pro. I mean, I
Okay.
follow the Bengals now that we live here. Like I've always been a Bengals fan, but they've also been terrible for most of my life, so it's kind of hard to get into it when they're awful.
You were alive during the Boomer Esiason
Mhm.
days, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was like 8 or 9 when they went to the Super Bowl. The other time in my life that they went to the Super Bowl.
did they win that one?
Got beat by
Oh.
the 49ers.
And they were in the Super Bowl last year, right? 2 years
2
ago.
years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
Did they win that one?
they did not.
Have they ever won?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
So Ohio
Yeah.
have a lot going for them.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
They got
Ohio State's
Brett.
pretty good.
Oh.
Look at you, Toby. Toby just like going full hype man. Normally Toby's the guy who's
appreciate
like,
it.
fuck you, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
But now he's turned.
Yeah.
You know,
Ohio State. Yeah. Ohio
I'm
State's
new.
Yeah.
always like,
Ohio State football. Yeah.
don't they, what's their
Yeah.
largest stadium in like the United States, right?
Like I feel like there's a few stadiums that go back and forth because everybody like moves seats around and adds a few more seats, and it's like them in Wisconsin and I can't remember. There are a couple more I think that have like really big stadiums.
And how did they get the? How'd they get the?
I don't know.
The Ohio State.
That's like a question for my brother,
Okay.
who is like all about. I mean, he went there, so he cares more than I do about him.
Okay.
But
Just when you're watching like football or like professional football, when they tell what college they went to, and little promos at the Ohio State. It's like the Ohio State,
Just like
the
a thing.
University
well,
of
because
Miami.
there's also an Ohio University. So I think it was just like maybe started to distinguish it from Ohio University.
And then there's Miami of Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crap.
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
pretty close.
It's a fake place.
It's in a really small town.
I've been there. Yeah.
You've been there, okay? Yeah.
Yeah. It makes no sense. I go to Miami University. Where are you?
It
In
feels
Ohio?
like Ohio's deceptive, is what I'm starting to learn from this whole podcast.
I mean,
There's a lot of
Ohio
deceit.
gets a
There's
lot
a
of
lot of
hate.
deceit. No, there's a lot of deceit happening over there because it's like
We haven't even
the
touched on
airport's
Dayton.
not in the state, and now we've got Miami, but it's in Ohio. And then I don't know. Robb thought he was in Ohio, but never was really in Ohio for an entire trip. Like I
Exactly.
don't know what's happening over there, but something ain't right. We gotta check it out. Russ, you need to go take a trip and figure things out for us. Take a pen and paper, take notes. I want you.
How about I take a video?
No, I just want notes.
I'm not good at taking notes.
We'll draw some pictures. You can draw pictures.
Cool.
Try to
I'm
figure
good
out
at
what's
that.
happening over there. Ohio's a mystery now. I don't even know if it exists. Now I'm confused.
Ohio's a good place. I enjoyed Ohio. But Ohio's like, it's not the North. It's not the South.
It's Ohio.
Is it Midwest? Is that what we call it?
I mean, kind of. I mean, I feel like that's what.
What do you feel
we
in your
call
heart,
it.
Brett?
I feel like Midwest because it's so like agricultural, a lot of farming. Like at least where I grew up. So
excellent.
What do they grow there?
corn, soybeans, wheat. Wheat. Yeah. Well, now weed too, but
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it legal in
legalized.
Ohio?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
legalized
recently,
it.
or
Yeah, they just started recreational sales like a month or so ago.
where's the extra money going? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
This is why
I
you
think
vote, Brett. I'm just kidding.
Well, I did, I did vote for it, but yeah, I think there was some shenanigans trying to reroute some of the funding when it did get passed. So.
Always with the shenanigans. So obviously, Colorado, it's been legal since what, 2012 at this point?
damn.
Sure, yeah.
And so when they started the sales, what was that, like January of 2013? Or 2014, I can't remember. But they had pledged like something like $1 million or $10 million to schools, or maybe even $100 million. It was some ridiculous, it was like some $1 million figure. And that was going to be like their pledge for the first year to education to prove that, marijuana sales will help them out. I think they wrote the check on January 15th. Like they had already, their pledge amount was already like 2 weeks.
Wow.
They had
Here we go,
already
we got it.
reached whatever. So I just remember that it just blew everybody out of the water. And obviously, as more states, legalize marijuana, the sales in Colorado go way down. But tourism goes down.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan has
tourism.
it legalized as well.
Oh.
So a lot of people would like just drive up to Michigan to get recreational, even though it's pretty easy, I've heard, to get your medical card in Ohio.
I mean, everybody's got an ailment. That's the thing. Like when people say it's pretty easy, yeah, it's pretty easy because everybody's fucked up. Like that's when people tell me, they're like, I hear it's real easy to get it. I'm like, I mean, it's easy because you're not an athlete. Your body is crap. I guarantee it. You already qualified.
Russ.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just thought of you for a minute there. I don't know why.
Appreciate it.
I
Yeah.
assume we'll see more states. I don't know if any states. I think Florida is the only state that's got it recreational coming up. I don't know if any other on this. Ooh, he's got flip flopped. Toby.
Who did that?
Not I.
Russ.
What? Somebody here knows how to do code. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It seems like if anybody could do it, it's probably Brett.
Yep. I have hacked your streaming.
What,
service here.
Brett?
Way to go, Brett.
Yep, totally me.
If you ever want to hack any other of our streams and just shut them down, feel free. Okay.
Toby
Just
couldn't
giving
tell you how to
future-
get there,
will do.
though.
Just
Right.
future- I don't need to.
I'll
can
ask
figure it
Rob.
out. Yeah. He can figure it out.
So, Brett, one other thing that I always think about with you is that you have had like 77 different houses in the time that I know you. And I know that is just like a ridiculous number and that's not real.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've
Nah.
moved more than anyone that I know.
Yeah, which is crazy being where you're from with all the military people. But yeah, so since I've known you, I think I was renting a house in Clarksville when I met you. And then I moved to an apartment, and then we bought a house in Clarksville, and then we moved to Hendersonville, and then we bought another house in Hendersonville, and then I moved up here into an apartment during COVID, and then we built a house, and that's where I am now. It's like 7 different houses in the last
Okay.
18 years.
I mean, I guess that's not crazy. It just feels like
Yeah,
it's probably, because most of it happened since I had like moved from Tennessee. So,
mhm.
so every time I'm like, oh, hey, let's hang out when I have time.
like,
or
I'm
I'm
moving.
around. Well, no, he's like, oh, let me give you my new address. Or let me give you
okay.
and I
Uh-huh.
feel like that's it. Like I've been to every one of your places, I feel like, because maybe not all of them. I haven't been to that one, obviously.
No,
But, I feel like maybe that's it. So
yeah, it could
you
be.
haven't moved that much.
I mean, I don't know, 7 times in 18 years.
That's a lot.
A lot, I feel like.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I think I've made
More than I
moved
wanna
like
do.
7 times, maybe
Yeah.
6 times. I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to move again.
That's
So,
Yeah.
That's what I'm signing up. We're about to move, and it's the last move for
yeah.
at least a good amount of time.
But hey,
So-
I think you'll have a skyline near issue.
Yes,
When you
and
go
I've
back
been to
down
that
there.
skyline, and it closes at
It's a
8:00.
celebration, right?
Oh no, I've never been to the celebration. I've only been to the St. Pete one or Clearwater.
Okay. Yeah. So when we went to Disney last year, one of the bus drivers was from Ohio. We were talking to him, and he was asking about like skyline, and I was like, it's whatever. He's like, oh, they actually built one in Celebration, Florida,
Yes.
because like it's where all like the interns and stuff come, and a lot of them come from Ohio, and
Oh,
they
okay.
put a skyline over there. So
Well, Florida's a crazy mishmash of people. Like, the North and the South are pretty. Like the South, Miami, that area. There's, it's a good established crowd, and then the North with the rednecks is pretty established. And I'm being general here, but then the like middle of the state, it just seems to be,
yeah,
6%
where everybody
Floridians.
retires.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God's waiting room is what they call it.
Hmm.
All right. I
Yep.
mean,
Okay.
I'm okay with that, I guess. All right. So I was telling actual Jimothy, this.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife and I decided to go watch a movie the other night. I don't know if you guys watch the films,
Mm-hmm.
the movies, go to the cinema, but have you seen the trailer for The Substance with Demi Moore? No?
No.
Okay, well, this is going to fall flat.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I watched the trailer, and it pretty much seemed to me like it was going to be a female version of the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, which is probably like 2012, 2014, somewhere around there. So, it's 10, 12-year-old movie. You seen that? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah? Oh, God,
No.
Toby. All right. Well, we go watch this movie on Thursday night last week. Just like we wanted to see it. We were planning on going to see it at some point, but it was like 9:00. Shelly's like, "Hey, you want to go to the movie? Sure. See what's playing. Oh, The Substance. Let's go watch it." That was as much. This is like opening night. Much research as we've done on it. Saw the trailer. Seemed interesting. We go and watch it, bro. First of all, we found out of a whole new genre of film called body horror. Are you familiar with body horror?
Yeah, heard of it.
Yeah. So
I don't
this
think it's
is
my thing.
No.
Yeah.
And let me just say, we go to the Alamo Draft House where you can eat.
Yeah, that seems unfortunate.
It was not a smart decision. It's probably the most disgusting. There was just so much disgusting things
Okay.
in the film.
Well, what is it?
So the premise of the film, without giving anything away, is it's very much like Limitless. Like there's like a wonder drug that you can take that makes you beautiful again, for lack of a better term. Just gonna say, I don't know how old Demi Moore is, but she's A-okay. She doesn't need to take any magic medicine. But that's the premise of it. And then there's like rules. It's kind of like Gremlins. There's like 3 rules that you got to follow. And as human beings, we don't follow rules. Ta-da! Morality play. But that's kind of it. And so instead of just insinuating some gross stuff happens, it plays out on screen. And it's like Leprechaun level disgusting. If you've ever watched any of the Leprechaun movies.
In the Hood.
Lep in the Hood is a good one. Yeah. But I always remember there just being a lot of disgusting stuff in that. And I don't know if that's actually even true. I just remember seeing something once and assuming that it was Leprechaun. It probably wasn't. But it was just like saw, gory, disgusting. But it's like the story was amazing. Like high five on the story. I loved it. I wish I could watch like a PG-13 version of it.
Okay.
Like just a visual PG-13 where they just do crazy pans where instead of showing you the whole frame, you just see like these eyes that are blowing up. Like, yeah. That's maybe they need to cut that together for me. Highly recommend it. If you can stomach it. Chris Johnson was on the show and he was like, I don't watch movies anymore because everything's disgusting. Everything's gross.
He said everything's gross.
And then I walked out of that movie and Shelly's like, what'd you think? And I was like, fuck, Chris was right. He's in my head. Like everything's gross. And that was not the, next movie that I saw after he said that, but it was very much like front and center of my mind because that shit was disgusting. The Crow was pretty gross too. Like I really liked the new Crow movie, but it had a lot of gore in it. Are we entering our gore phase? Is that what America is doing?
You're
Where
just
do you
getting
sit-
old.
Where do you sit on gore, Brett?
Not really a fan. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of movies either, but not
No?
because they're all gross, just because I have a
Well, you-
kid.
you
and my
got a little
wife
kid,
doesn't like,
so-
yeah, and my wife doesn't like to go to movies. So,
He's just riding roller coasters
I
in
know.
his free time.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Who needs movies?
I know.
Where we're going, we don't need movies.
Yeah.
Except that I guarantee you, like right outside of Kings Island, there's like 6 movie theaters probably.
Well, sure.
Yeah. There used to be one right across the street, but now it's a church.
Oh yeah,
So-
I've seen that happen a lot.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So
No, we are
uh,
going to try to go see the new Beetlejuice.
I liked
So-
it.
Excellent.
It's very good. Very good.
I am looking forward to seeing it.
You should definitely see it. Couple other movie recommendations on Amazon Prime. Snack Shack, highly recommend.
Yeah, I want to see it. Nebraska, baby.
It's got Nebraska. Nebraska, not Jimothy. You watched it. Did the
Yes.
background just feel like Tennessee? Like the
Yes.
setting?
Totally did.
Nebraska and Tennessee are kindred spirits. I have changed my based on that movie. I've changed my stance on Nebraska
Well,
simply
you're
from
an
that
idiot.
film. We're supposed
Yeah,
to go to
well-
Nebraska soon. T is in Toby.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Nebraska trip.
Mhm.
Gonna learn all about the state. We're gonna go visit some museums. Maybe take some
Not
some
me.
classes. We're gonna
No,
whittle.
not-
Do they whittle?
that's not. I mean, somebody whittles there, sure.
But that's like not what Nebraska's known for. Whittling.
I don't believe so. I've never seen.
what
is
about husking?
I've never
They're
seen
known for
whittling.
husking corn.
the husk?
Yeah, that's true. And trees.
And
Home
trees.
of Arbor Day.
Oh, okay. I like Arbor Day. It's a good plant some trees.
We invented it.
How do you invent Arbor Day? I guess you
know.
just make it up. You just
You
say.
just say, hey, it's Arbor Day.
So was Arbor Day like the first like National Pretzel Day? Like
be.
someone just made it up for no
Could be.
reason.
We put it on our. I think it's on the
Calendar?
welcome to the state sign somewhere in there.
I bet you they hand out little
Definitely
calendars.
Home of Arbor Day. Sure.
Okay.
I bet there's a calendar.
I bet they hand out calendars at the Welcome Center, and then that was how they started it. They just handed out calendars, and someone they had
So
already
catch
marked
on.
it.
It's gonna catch
They're
on.
like, "Oh, Independence Day, Christmas Day, Arbor Day," and somebody's like,
Nobody
"Shit,
even
we
knows
gotta
what Arbor
celebrate
means.
Arbor Day," and
Most
no
people
one
don't
knew.
even know. Yeah, they're like, "What's arbor?" I don't know what an arbor is. What's an arbor?
I know what an arborist is, so I assume I know what an arbor is.
Yeah, but a lot of people I feel don't. There's people
I mean-
googling arbor right now to be like, "What the hell are they talking about?"
Spell it for them at least.
ARBOR, but the arboretum. What's the? I don't even know. There's
Now
a.
you're just talking
there's a
about
whole,
my pay grade, sir.
No, it's a thing. Arboretum. That's it. Arboretum.
Arboretum.
That's where all the arbors are. I'm trying to avoid now saying what arbors, what arbor it, what we're talking about. I'm trying to avoid it.
Okay. What else does Nebraska have for it besides Runzas?
We're gonna get some pizza from Valentino's.
Okay.
It's got a sweet taste to it. I don't know if it's gonna taste like Skyline chili, but I don't think there's cinnamon in it exactly. But it is a sweet sauce in the pizza. You might
I'm
like
pro
it. I think
regional
you'll like it.
food, man. I'm sure I will. I love regional cuisine.
It's a good pizza. Does Ohio have a pizza?
I mean, we've got some like local, like regional chains.
Donato's was
pizza.
from Ohio,
Yeah, Donato's. Yeah.
and then now they're partnered or owned by Red Robin, the burger place.
Oh, are they?
At least partnered. I don't know if they're owned
Okay.
by because all the Red Robins here also serve Donato's pizza.
Oh,
What?
it's good.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Is it good pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
good.
I'd like it.
All right.
Now they used to have like the 100 pepperoni pizza, like that was the thing back in the day. They don't
what?
do that.
100
100
pepperoni.
pepperonis because they were like little pepperonis, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
and
It's
then they
not
were just
a
like
pepperoni
little.
anymore.
Well, no, because it's a little cup of grease is what it ends up being because all the pepperonis just become little cups and they would all fill up with little things of grease.
Oh, that's
So-
adorable.
And they're
Yeah.
party cut pizzas, It's thin crust, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Not that
And then
I've
like
had
there's a
100 of
I'll
them.
check it out.
La Rosa's chain down here in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And
I feel like they had that somewhere, but
I
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Then like speaking of like regional food,
Yeah.
some people, I don't know who, will take
Sounds
a
like it's
slice
you.
of
Go ahead.
La Rosa's
Mhm.
and put a Skyline chili dog in it, wrap it up, and call it the Sky Rosa.
Okay.
I-
And by some people, there's like a friend of yours, Brett. Is it you
I
claiming?
saw it on
Like
the internet.
I got this friend.
I
It's
saw it
not
on
me.
Reddit.
This is
Saw it on
this,
Yeah.
Reddit.
this is a friend.
Yep, I did see it on
who
Reddit.
Wraps this guy
All
right, well,
chili dog.
If
with
you
They
can
spent,
blame
like-
it on Reddit, you can.
Yeah, I mean they spent like $25 at a Reds game to make like a Sky
Oh,
Rosa
so they did it.
at the game.
Okay, so they were drunk.
Probably, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay, all right.
big slice of La Rosa's, wrap a chili dog in it, and go to town.
I
Do
do
they
that.
sell La Rosas in your grocer's
mean-
freezer?
I do too.
I don't think so.
I don't know why I know La Rosa's pizza.
I don't know.
I mean, I spent time in Ohio, but not to where I would go seek out pizza, I guess.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they sell it. They might sell like the sauce
Maybe so. I don't know.
more nationally than.
Maybe. I don't know. I look forward to trying it. I'm all about the pizza try.
Yeah.
Even
All
the
foods.
crappy pizza. What's the crappy pizza you had this weekend, Toby?
What is
Emos.
it? What is the crap? Emos.
Emo's St. Louis pizza.
So bad it's good.
Yeah. So
I have
if
to
anybody,
say I actually really like it, but I
Well,
also
it
would say
grows
it's
on
not
you.
good. Yeah.
it's not good. So they have this cracker thin crust.
Yeah.
And it almost the consistency of like a day old cracker, a couple day old cracker.
I mean,
you know,
maybe I don't
communion wafer, maybe.
I don't know. Is that maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
And-
And then this like bittersweet sauce.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the cheese that they use is Provel cheese, which may have been invented. I'm totally saying lies at this point because I really have no idea. May have been invented during World War II as a supplement for government cheese because they didn't have enough dairy cows to go around. I have no idea why that cheese was invented, but it's the subpar cheese.
Yes. Good. Now you're making me want it.
So here's the thing: like you go because somebody's like, you got to try it. Ha ha. And
Yeah,
then
but the
you're
guy
like,
I was with was all he wouldn't do it. Jay was on here weeks ago. He wouldn't try
Yeah.
it.
Jay.
Chicken. Meanwhile, I ate a whole pizza. I took that thing through airport security. I ate it at the airport bar. I just carried the box around.
I mean,
Had
Toby lives in
conversations about it with other people. It was amazing.
Did you have to stick that pizza through the conveyor belt?
I set the pizza through the conveyor belt. That is correct.
Did you go with me before to have the pizza?
Yeah, you showed me.
Okay. Yeah.
No. You told Jim, and Jim showed me it.
Okay. Yeah.
But we knew of it because of you.
It's just this weird thing.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like it, and it's not particularly good.
I can see how people get addicted to like crack because everybody knows crack's
Feels
not
like it's
good for you.
Right. But you're like, meh.
Yeah. Let me
Like
just
what this
finish
is
this
doing.
off. Yeah. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Because I polished off a whole pizza too. Just like
I mean, it is thin, but still.
this is horrible. This is
I better
horrible.
eat some more.
Yeah. And like you're in the worst location it's in St. Louis. You're not in East St. Louis, let's put it that way, but you're not in a great location when you're at any of their establishments, I assume.
That may be true. I don't know. I was at one by the airport. That one wasn't it wasn't a beautiful area.
Yeah. And I'm just taking a guess here. The parking lot was probably full of potholes and didn't have any lines and no way to know where you were supposed to park.
We must have been in the same one.
I think no, because I've been to like 3 of them, and they just like
That's like their thing. That's cool.
It's like, yeah, we're just not going to fix the parking lot, and you know what? We had lines 27 years ago, but the sun's kind of faded them, and you know we're not going to restripe the parking lot until we
The
fix
lines
it.
are.
So
Who cares? Just put your
who
car
cares?
somewhere where there's
Just
not a car.
go in.
It's easy.
But therein lies the problem. It's easy because when people go to pizza places, they're like, oh, I'm going to run in and get my pizza and then I'm running back out. And because the parking lot is a fucking madhouse, people will just pull up behind someone, parking on top of someone.
Yeah,
And
not there.
Eno's Pizza is not an efficient place. And so people are in for 15 to 20 minutes to wait for their pizza that was supposed to be done 30 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then Robb's got to go to the airport in a rental car and someone's parked behind me.
Oh.
I don't know if I've told you my aggression in rental cars because I get that full insurance coverage. So
Yeah. It's like.
don't
go at
mess
it.
with me. Don't mess with me in a rental car.
Yeah.
Not really.
That's
I'm just
fair.
kidding. I would never do that. If anybody was driving, it was Russ. So
Lies.
Brett, you get the honor of coming up with the secret word tonight. So as we kind of wrap this thing up, we'll call back.
Okay.
And you get to think about it.
All right.
Toby, you got anything exciting going on this week?
I'm leaving for Wyoming tomorrow.
Woo-woo! What are you doing in Wyoming?
I'm going to give an artist talk at the University of Wyoming.
I mean, that's like a respectable thing that you do with your life.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I'll be doing it. I got a collaborator of mine. He's going along too. So the two of us will be talking about projects.
Okay, awesome. You have someone to carry you. Woo! Yay! Good for those people in Wyoming.
That's why you collaborate.
Well, good luck on that. I'm going to the Grand
thank you.
Canyon. I'm very
Excellent.
excited.
Don't fall in.
Nice.
I've never been to the Grand Canyon. We're going to go on a little bit of a camping trip this weekend.
Don't try to like get some crazy selfie and then like lean too far and fall in, and then we never see you again.
I mean, there could be worse things that could happen, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Well, not now. I warned you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some sketchy footage when I went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
I
your
was
own.
in-
Of your own.
Yeah. No, went to go see, I can't remember what it was, some little like outcrop, and we had walked down up this hill, and then I went down the back side of the hill and was like toes on the edge, like
Mhm.
filming down. My mom was like 100 feet away, like having a heart attack,
Mhm.
watching me do this.
Yep.
And yeah, looking back, that was not a great decision.
Yeah.
See, poor life choices.
Poor life choices, but you lived through it.
But I survived.
You survived. See, I've
survived.
never been to the Grand Canyon. I feel the need that like we're so close. We're just gonna go camp. We're gonna like do little camping trip, me and the wife and the dogs, and just kind of make the most of it.
Are you just going to camp in random spots, or you have campsites?
Well, we do have campsites. Like, I did, but it was like $81 for 4 nights. Like, it's 3 different campsites. We're like going one place and then going one place for 2 nights and then another one. But if I see just like a random place that's much cooler to camp, that it's legal, I'll definitely do that. Just leave the campsite. Why not? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a camping toilet. That's all you need in life.
That's all you need in life. Brett, what do you got this weekend?
A baseball game.
Okay.
Playing.
You're
I
playing. You play baseball.
Yeah, I play in like
Okay.
an adult, like 35 and over league baseball.
I guess I'm glad it's adult and not a children's league.
Yeah,
T-ball.
I'm just
He's
out
got a
there
T-ball
beating,
game.
I'm out there beating up 12-year-olds.
Yeah, trust me. I brought that up in bowling tonight. I was like, "Is there a junior league?" But then I just thought we'd get beat by kids, and that would make me sadder.
It
Yeah.
just would be worse at that point.
Yeah, no, it's our like end of the season like tournament. So
Okay, well, good luck.
Well,
What's
good
your
luck.
team name? What's your team name?
we're the Tigers, Detroit Tigers.
That's a
It's all-
lame. That's like
I mean,
copywritten.
it's all-
That's copywritten.
But no, every team in the league is just like an MLB team name.
Oh,
So you're the whole league is.
you guys got
breaking
real
copyright.
creative. Got real
Yes.
creative. Good job.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, makes it expensive to buy jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably sponsored by Major League Baseball. Just like, yeah, you can use the name. Make sure you go get the $129 one.
Yep. So, no, I think we got a good chance to win. It's a 2-game tournament,
All right.
but I'm only gonna be able to play the first one.
What
this
position
week.
are you?
What are you planning? You're planning an injury at this point? Is that
Yeah.
what you're
What's
telling me?
happening there?
No, I've got a work trip to Mexico the following weekend, so I'll miss the final game.
You work from home, Brett.
Yeah,
Don't be
it's,
lying about your Mexican work
Getaway.
trip.
I know we do meetups, Rob.
I'm just kidding.
We do
kidding.
meetups, Rob.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll miss the championship game.
Oh, that sucks.
I guess so long as it doesn't get rained out like this weekend. If it gets rained out this weekend, then I'll miss the first round and get to play in the second.
What position did you play? I know Toby was asking.
Right field.
Okay. All right.
So
Sweet.
Russ, you got any murders happening this weekend, or what are the big plans there, buddy?
Going to Wyoming.
Coming to your Not being in Wyoming.
I should have really never disclosed where I will be.
It's true.
That was uncool.
I got a tracker on you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Russ,
So
you
you're
got
just
any,
gonna
anything
Hey,
cool coming up?
You're just gonna play it cool, Russ. You're not gonna tell us. You just let us imagine the excitement for the weekend.
I mean, I'm going to Nashville to go see Megadeth.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just casually drops the Megadeth bomb.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just gonna check out some Megadeth and get some Applebee's. What?
No, I gotta
Oh.
go. I gotta go to Colorado for that.
Because we have the only good one apparently.
No,
Dude.
no, isn't the one in Florida good too?
yeah.
See, okay, this is getting suspicious.
His dad is the king of finding the best Applebee's.
He really is.
Because let me tell you this real quick. When I was out there, you've heard the story
Okay.
before, Toby.
Yes.
But when I was out there one time, Rob was like, "We're going to go Applebee's." But wait. And then his dad tells me how good it was. And I'm like, "All right, let's go." And I was sold.
Okay.
And the sushi restaurant next door, I've never been to.
They
What
used
the
to be
hell?
a
Why are you bringing
Fazoli's.
that up right now? What does that have to do with anything?
Because there's a sushi store there.
Yeah, used to be a Fazoli's. I was told.
Ooh, Fazoli's.
Yeah, and then we had another Fazoli's right up here, and now it's a El Polo Loco, which I still haven't gone to.
When was the last time you've been to Fazoli's?
It's good.
We used to order it during the pandemic, so went to Fazoli's. I can't tell you the last time I went to a Fazoli's.
I haven't
like
eaten
to
at Fazoli's.
eat inside. Oh no, Blondie and I went. Like he got off the airplane and was like, "Take me to Fazoli's."
What?
They didn't exist in Tennessee anymore. They're not in California. Like we thought they were gone. Like the
The
way
one-
of Schlotsky's Deli, but
Well, I was about to say the last time I ate at Fazoli's was at Schlotsky's
when it was next door.
next door. Yeah.
The
So
last
we still
time
have
you
them
ate
up
at
here.
Fazoli's was at
What-
Schlotsky's.
when-
No, in Tennessee they were next door to each other. Like they
Brad,
shared
I'm
a
sorry
drive-thru
that
line.
you have to put up with this. This is embarrassing.
That Fazoli's is still there.
We typically pride ourselves on such a professionally run show, and
Hey,
then Rush showed up. So
You
Hey,
can't
like
lie
I said
to him.
earlier, I
He-
listen
he's a
every week.
listener.
I listen every week.
He knew what he was getting into.
I know.
See, it's
I
just weird though because I listen at like 1.7, 1.8 speed, so
Oh.
everyone sounds drunk right now.
Oh,
It's a little bit
Yeah,
harder
see, he's
because-
trying to get through
yeah.
it quicker. Right? That's smart. I like that.
Also, Toby's probably drunk in regular speed or 1.7.
Always.
Just after like 5:30. Boom. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm not selling Toby out. Kidding. Brett, so thank you for stopping by. You're one of my favorite
Yeah.
people. I'm glad we got to catch up a little bit. You do get to pick the secret word. Do you have anything in mind?
Let's go with Sky Rosa.
Sky Rosa. The half and
Wow,
half.
okay, that's
Yeah.
tricky. All right.
I know. Then we're gonna
Well played.
ask anybody.
Well
I'd
played,
like to know someone who
interesting.
ate that. I would like to try it.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's well, Russ will do it when I'm sending Russ down there to take notes. He can get one, and then he can write me some notes about it.
I'll mail you one.
Sky Rosa.
FedEx it.
Okay.
There you go. Put on some dry ice.
I'll wrap it real
Awesome.
good in foil.
Thank you.
Well,
buddy.
thank you all. Thanks for coming, Brett. Not
Yeah.
Jimothy. Russ, thanks for filling in. Hopefully Jim gets over his
He's
What did we
researching.
say?
He's doing research. He's
his
out on. He's
sabbatical.
like
His
doing
sabbatical.
Yeah. I mean, he's like doing things.
I should have sat in the corner, huh? I should have turned the light down, sat in the corner.
Oh, like Jim? Pulled
He
the
doesn't
Jim
do
card?
that now. Now he's in the light. He's got light.
I know. We got him a
He's got
lamp.
Yeah,
We put a
he's got
camera
a
over
whole.
there.
He's like a real boy now.
Brett, if you didn't know, Jim and I are in the same room, but it looks completely different from the
Yeah.
vantage point. And we're literally in a 10 by 12 shed, so that's
okay.
you know.
I mean, I never watch, so I only listen. So
You know, because real fans just listen. I don't know. We just started this,
Way to-
this
Yeah.
visual
way to-
thing.
okay.
I was kidding. I don't
I know
really
you
know. Do we have real fans? We got Brett.
We had
Yeah,
two. We
we
had
did.
two different ones on Instagram, but they would leave and then come back, and then leave and come back.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds
Joel
That's the
was
way
on
to
there.
do it. That's the
Oh,
way
nice.
to do it.
Some girl.
Oh, and Rusty was on
Girl. This is why again we have no women.
some girl.
there. We had one.
It was
we
like
had
some
one-
girl like checking it out. I don't know what she was doing here.
Jenny made us not be able to say we have no women.
I know.
So, you know,
Mhm.
Well,
We
there's two viewers on YouTube.
there we go. Awesome. Hello, YouTube viewers.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. All right. Well, Brett, thanks again. Russ, Toby, see you all in the future, maybe. I don't know what that means.
I mean,
The future next week.
Future.